wide variety of habitats on St. Martin. Those include salt ponds, lagoons, mangrove swamps, coral reefs, which protect the main shoreline from waves, seagrass beds, and sandy shores. Originally connected to the sea, the salt ponds are now surrounded by mangroves. Unfortunately, these environments have become unsafe for the wildlife due to pollution, destruction of the mangroves, and fluctuation in salinity levels. An important part of these mangroves are the trees that grow in the water. They help prevent beach erosion and act as a nursery for young fish. The way the seagrass bed interacts with the other things growing around it shows how important each living thing in the area is to each other. The seagrass bed controls the erosion, keeping the water clear. This gives the beds and the algae the light it needs to survive and grow. By keeping the algae alive, it also keeps the coral polyps alive, which coral reefs are developed from. This maintains the reef community. On the sandy beaches, you can find plant life such as sea grapes and beach morning glory. Inland, you can find plants like cacti, acacia, and cotton, along with gum trees, bromeliads, and orchids. What about the animals that live on St. Martin? The marine areas are home to fish such as the white mullet, and birds such as the brown pelican and the snowy egret. Inland, you can find a variation from hummingbirds to lizards and iguanas. Things to avoid include manchineel, which can cause a painful rash when it is wet. The milk and apples from the tree can cause blisters and swelling. Another thing to avoid is the red bush, which can cause irritations. The next island is St. Barts. Because of the poor soil quality, this island is a great place for cacti and succulents. In the mangroves, sea grapes and palm trees are quite popular. Some more notable plants of the island are flamboyant trees, frangipanis, sable palms, wild trumpet, manchineel, aloe vera, and many, many more. Another tree is the royal palm. This is a sea grape tree, but in the form of a shrub on the beach, and can grow up to 23 feet in the interior areas of the island. The many marine animals of St. Barts include dolphins, porpoises, and whales. Another common sight are the turtles. Three well-known species are the leatherback sea turtles, which have a leather skin instead of a shell and are also the largest turtle in St. Barts. The hawksbill turtle, which has a hawk-like beak and can be found near reefs. And finally, the green turtle, which has a round head. The last island I will be talking about is St. Kitts. The national flower is the poinciana. It is said to be named after the former Governor General, Count de Poincy. Many of the plants found on St. Kitts can be used in many different ways. The breadfruit can be used as a starchy vegetable, while wild sage can be used as a tea to treat colds. Sour soup can be used to make ice cream, while screw pine can be used to make baskets, placemats, and other woven things. Plants such as hog plum, silk cotton trees, coconut palm, wild cinnamon, and bloodflower, aka milky milky, are all used for medicinal purposes. Wild cedar, jumble beets, and bamboo are used for building and decoration. And sea grapes, golden apples, and wild cherries are all used for food. For the different animals that inhabit the island, there are 203 different species of birds, and many whales, dolphins, turtles, sharks, fish, and more.